2024, and ladies, we have moves to make, we have plans to execute, but we can't do it without the proper tools. So let's get into it. If you're new here, I'm Laura, and this is Executive Her. On this channel, I help women navigate their professional paths through modern elegance, grace, and sophisticated style. So ladies, as elegant women, we have lots of moves to make. We have plans that we want to execute. Remember, part of being elegant is to always have a plan, because elegant women get things done. And in order to do that, we really do need the right tools. So the first tool that I'm going to be using is my Louis Vuitton Agenda, the GM size. So let me show you real quickly how I have this set up. So in this planner, I generally use two stationery brands. Now, I am a big stationery nerd, and one of my favorite brands is Cloth and Paper. I think it is so luxurious. It has clean lines and it's very modern, beautiful paper. The other product or brand that I use is Agenda. Now, I like Agenda because I can customize the pages. So whatever I want on the page, whatever color, I can customize it. So I like that as well. So the way that I have this set up is, of course, I have a motivational dashboard by Cloth and Paper in each section. So at the beginning of the planner, I have a dashboard, and I also have the month on 2 pages. Next, I have the schedule tab, and behind there, I have a dashboard, of course, and also the week on 2 pages. Next, I have the list tab, again, another dashboard, and a list page by Agenda where I can just write all kinds of lists, grocery list, to-do list, any kind of list whatsoever that I need to make. Next, I have the projects tab, motivational dashboard, as well as Agenda project sheet. Now, the way I designed this is I can write out the project in full detail. Underneath, I can write out the task and also check them off as I go. Next, I have the finance tab. Now, with this tab, of course, I have the dashboard, but I also have these pages where I'm really writing down those things that I am thinking about investing in, anything related to finance that is outside of my normal budget. So because I do a lot of online banking, I do that online. But anything outside of that, where I want to remember some things that I want to invest in, take a look at some things, I write that down here. Also, if I'm trying to make some big purchases, especially some of my luxury purchases, I put that in here as well. Next, of course, is the goals tab. And ladies, we are really going to execute on all of these things this year because it's all about our elegance. We are elevating our elegance. That is our theme this year. So when it comes to our goals, we want to make sure that we have goals, that we're accomplishing those goals, and that we are executing. So again, I use Cloth and Paper and Agenda, and I like Cloth and Paper the best because it has this goal mapping. I can write down each task associated with the goal, and I see it come full circle. Also, ladies, this year I am going to be launching my career series on Wednesdays. I'm going to be posting videos related to career. If you're interested, come back on Wednesdays and check those out. Now, when it comes to career, even if you're not interested, pass it on to some ladies that may be interested in growing their career. This is the year all about us, elegant women. We want to make sure that we get more women in some of these leadership positions, some of the high-ranking positions, and we also want to make sure that we encourage and motivate those entrepreneurs who are out there, who are trying to make moves, but perhaps need a little help in terms of how to be more elegant, how to put themselves out there, some of those things. So come back on Wednesdays for that series. So next, ladies, we have in this agenda, we have the section on miscellaneous. There I can write down notes, I can write down just anything, a journal entry, I can doodle, whatever I want. So that is how I have this agenda set up. Also, I keep these cards in here. These are by Cloth and Paper as well. These are just some motivational sayings to keep me inspired as I am planning. Okay, ladies, so next on the list is if you are not into paper and you are more of a digital person, try a digital planner. So I invested this year in an iPad. Well, it was gifted to me, but I'm using it for the sole purpose of Executive Her, some of the things that I truly want to do with Executive Her. So this year I'm going to try to do some digital planning, first year ever. I have downloaded the Dash planner, and this so far looks great. I haven't had an opportunity to set it up, but it has over 600 pages, and it has a list of just about everything that you can think of. So I'm going to actually set this up for Executive Her, and the beauty of it is, because I have it on this iPad, I can carry this with me, whereas my paper agenda, I'm going to keep that on my desk at all times because that can get heavy. With this, I'll have the digital version of my planner, but also because I do a lot of reading, I can have all of my books here because I do use Audible. I also use Kindle, so I can listen to books, I can actually read the books, and of course I can jot down in the planner those books that I've read throughout the year, because I like to look back and see how I am growing, what I'm reading, and again, how I'm educating myself, because ladies, as an executive woman, it's about being educated, knowing things, and also doing different things. So I can put it all here. We'll see how that goes. Now, the first mistake that I've made, I bought this white cover. I bought this cover, I've only had it on for a couple of days. It is getting dirty already. So look, it was a decision. Perhaps not the right decision, but a decision nonetheless. Okay, ladies, so those are the two planners that we will be using. Also, we are going to use a journal this year. Ladies, if you have not journaled and you're not into journaling, perhaps this is the year to start. I have 3 that I am going to be using this year. The first one is this manifestation journal. Now, this one, the way it is set up is a quote for each day. And then on the other side here is something that you're grateful for, as well as an I am statement, like I am the CEO of Executive Her, a multi-million-dollar organization. I can write this in here because that is what I'm trying to manifest. I can also write in here my celebrations. Ladies, we don't do enough to celebrate our accomplishments. Regardless of how big or how small, we should celebrate ourselves and write those celebrations down, because we are doing so much. And when we celebrate ourselves, we really do get to see what we've accomplished, how we've accomplished things, and we should, because those are positive aspects about ourselves. Okay, ladies, so next is, you guys have seen this journal before. This is one I've shown in a video gifted to me by a friend, and this one has blank pages, lined pages, but blank. So I can do a brain dump in here. I can journal about everything that's going right in my day, everything that's going wrong in my day, accomplishments, anything whatsoever I can put in here. So if you are not the kind of person that likes a whole lot of structure, perhaps you can get one of these, and this is going to serve as your journal and a place where you to write down some of the things that you are accomplishing. Because again, it's all about us making moves and getting things accomplished as elegant women. Next is this journal here, Journey to Love. I also like how this one is set up as well, because the way this one is set up, it has each and every day, there is a message or a letter to the person that is journaling. And on this side, you can write down your reflections, either about the lovely message here, or just about things that you're reflecting on, going on in your life throughout your day, or perhaps some devotions or some scriptures that truly resonate with you. So these are 3 journals that I'm going to try to use this year. I'll link these down below. This is not a sponsored video, but these 2 I'll link below. The other, of course, is a gift. So this one is by Dr. Evelyn Teague Samuel, and this one is by Laura D. Harver. So ladies, next on our list is, we are going to have a gratitude jar or a blessings jar. This is the one that I'm using this year. It doesn't have to look like this. It can look like anything, any kind of jar whatsoever. The purpose is, you want to write down those things that you're grateful for, those things that you're accomplishing, and you want to write it down, you want to put it in the jar. So once you do that, if you're having a bad day, if you start to get off track, you can pull it out. Just pull one of the sayings out so that you can see what it is you're grateful for, what it is you've accomplished throughout the year. And the beauty of this is, at the end of the year, you get to pull this out and you see a little bit of everything, all those wonderful things that you've done over the year that you perhaps have forgotten about. So ladies, those are 4 tools that we're going to use. We're also going to use this year a vision board. Now, if you have never made a vision board, I suggest that you do. Vision boards are just incredible. I have used them for years, and I'm always amazed by the things that I have accomplished when I go back and look at these boards. Now, how a vision board is set up is, of course, you put images on the board, you put sayings on the board that resonate with you, things you want to accomplish, you put that all on the board. Now, if you are not into paper, because what you can do is, of course, you buy a poster, you cut out some images from magazines, wherever, and you post them on the board. If you're not into paper, you can do it digitally. I do suggest using Pinterest because Pinterest has so many different images that you can choose from. And what you do is you put them on the board, and you put the board somewhere where you can see it, somewhere where you're looking at it every single day, so that it starts to get into your subconscious and you're thinking about some of the things that you want to achieve. Now, I don't have my vision board with me today because I do have it in a certain place and I don't want to move it, and also because it is very private. But I do suggest that if you've never done a vision board, try it this year. You will be amazed by some of the things that come true once you put it on the board and once you are constantly looking at it and seeing it. So ladies, this is our year. We are elevating our elegance this year. And in order for us to do it, we have to have the right tools. We have to be able to plan, be organized, and we have to make some progress. We have moves to make. We don't have time for life to happen to us. We're going to make it happen for us. Thank you so much for watching. If I have left anything out whatsoever, please put it down in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.